Hello, I'm Keith Kreischer of the IoT M2M Council, or IMC, and we're here at the very first Embedded World event in North America, Embedded World North America in Austin, Texas. And I'm talking to my good friend, Ellen Boehm of Keyfactor. Ellen, welcome.
Hi, it's good to see you again, Keith.
You're also, obviously, a vice chair of the IMC itself, so you play an important role for us here.
Yes, no pressure, but lots of stuff to talk about, for sure.
First question, how's the show going? I mean, it's early days.
So it's the first day, and again, first time here in the U.S., but I love the energy and the conversations and lots of good partnerships. I feel like it's a small world when it comes to IoT sometimes, and then even smaller when it comes to security, which is my little view of it. So it's great to reconnect with people, partners, and have new conversations and just see how things are evolving.
Right. Security is a big subject these days, especially in IoT circles. Talk to us about Keyfactor. How do you guys fit in? Obviously, it's public key infrastructure. Just elaborate on that.
So Keyfactor is a cybersecurity software company, and public key infrastructure is what we do. And basically what that is we provide and issue certificates which provide authentication for devices. So a lot of our business is around enterprise IT and securing infrastructure within your organization. But in the past decade or so, we've been taking that same technology and putting it into connected devices. So that's anything from an embedded medical device or a surgical robot, a connected car, an EV charging station, telecom, all of these devices which are now out in the world. We need to be able to prove that we are allowed to talk to them, and so that's again where the certificates come in, because we have to have secure connections and provide validation of who is allowed to talk to these devices. That's basically what we do in a nutshell.
You're heading up the IMC's security initiative. I feel like you and I are joined at the hip these days. Talk to us about the security initiative. What's going on? Where do we stand? And what's in store?
So I'm glad that we've been working on this project for the past couple of months, because within IMC we have a lot of expertise in this space. A lot of member companies are either in cybersecurity or have customers that are in cybersecurity, so we have a wide view of all the different guidelines and standards and now also regulations that are emerging. And this is all around security and trying to level up our approach to preventing hacks, preventing compromise, preventing breaches. So as our community of member companies coming together to try to provide some advice to our customers and to our partners about how to align to standards in these best practices, and then come up with some practical advice about what does it really mean to comply with this one standard. So we had a great panel this morning talking about that. There's several things emerging, like the Cyber Resilience Act. There was a lot of talk about SBOM. So I feel like we in our community are having good conversations at the device, the network, and the cloud layer about how we can comply with some of these guidelines, and I think we're kind of here to help share best practices and figure out how to do it together.
And what are you hearing here at the show? I mean, bring it down to the show. We had a great session this morning, a lot of interaction. Are you seeing a lot of interest in security? Because it hasn't always been top of mind.
I do agree. Yes, I think security is one of those things that if you have to think about designing it in from the start, especially when you're at the chip level, right? So we're here at Embedded World. There's silicon vendors, there's partners of ours and others that are trying to figure out where do you create that original root of trust, and how do you establish that unique identity at that base, like microprocessor sort of silicon layer. So I think I'm hearing a lot of conversations about that, and people asking how to do that, but that's really where trust originates, is deep down inside. So a lot of people trying to figure out how to do it, and I'm encouraged to have those conversations.
Terrific. Obviously, if you're talking about the silicon layer, Embedded World is kind of the place to be. So once again, talking to my good friend Ellen, IMC Vice Chair of Keyfactor, and we're here at the IoT Pavilion, organized by the IMC, here at Embedded World in Austin, Texas. Thanks so much, Ellen.
Yeah, great
Appreciate
to talk to you. Thank you.
And thank you.